What is up, everyone? Today I will be doing our colonist introductions for Rimworld, and it is capturing my game, right? Perfect. Okay, I just have to make sure. Well, first of all, I played like 5 minutes of this game, so all you guys missed was Red Slade went bursting, which I will deal with accordingly later. But for now, this is just an introduction. All of my colonists, just general introduction because I know it's probably hard to get invested in something when you don't know anything about anyone. Uh, so this is what the introduction is for. I, yeah, let me just get right into it. So, Air Slaminko, he has been a colonist for 5.4 years. He's the faction leader of my colony, by far the most pivotal part of this colony. He is by far a main character in this overall uh, game. He's probably the second most important character in terms of the story in general. Yeah, if you check out his social, he had a wife named Rhea, who was also an OG colonist, who I can get into a bit later. I guess I should talk about some dead people too in the introduction. But yeah, he's bonded with my Mega Spider sister Maurice. That's his ex, Ryan, who's currently dating Tommaso Revlon, and they've had 2 kids with each other by now. And that is his current fiancée, Maddie Adio, and I will get to her later, because she is a colonist that I had to spawn in myself from an original game save. So that is the backstory behind her. Hannah Slaminko, I believe her mother is Nadia M. Air and Nadia had no correlation whatsoever. I just wanted him to have a child because he already lost his wife Rhea, and I didn't know how quickly he could find love again. But Mandy, she's only been here for like 23 days, and they're already locked in. So clearly, they really like each other. So I really do hope that their story can improve as time goes on. Quick review of his social. Basically, everyone lives there. Okay, basically. Generally, he's just a good guy. One thing I can say about him is that if you try to, because he's the leader of my ideology too. It's called Jock's Calling. So if you try to convert him, since he is the leader, that's probably the reason why he does this. But if you try to convert him, he will fight you. Like he has constant social fights. It's not anything to do with like bloodlust or anything. Like he's not more likely to start a social fight. It's just because he is that locked into this ideology and will not let anyone tell him otherwise. So I found that really cool about him. Santos Bookfest. My boy Santos. He is a body modder. If you check out all of this. Bionic heart, bionic legs, bionic spine, bionic eye. I'm pretty sure the only thing he actually lost was his eye. And yes, he does not need a coach hearing implants, but he's happy with it, even though it makes his hearing worse. So that's just the type of guy he is. He is a body man. And he's always going to be happy because of it, right? Machine body is complete. I asked for this. Yeah, he's good. So, yeah, I put a lot of resources into him. He is the most valued colonist just because of all of his bionic additions to his body. And that obviously makes him more powerful. His movement is top tier. His sight is top tier. Blood pumping is crazy. But yeah, if you check out everything here, again, he's a very likable guy. There's not too much people who just, dislike him. And what the hell was that? All right, so yeah, his ex-lover is not a quick backstory behind there. So he's always wife. Was he the first? He was the first or second person to ever wife up someone from the colony. So he's but then he cheated on her. He had an affair on Linda. Poor Linda Buckfest. I don't even remember her original last name. They've been married for a very long time, but he just decided to cheat on her one day with Nadia. But then later on, I picked Nadia to try to romance Everett, our current prisoner right now, actually. this guy. So I think they're still dating. Yeah, yeah. But I'll get to him eventually, like I said. Uh, so yeah, he's got a lot of backstory going on. But there was like a low percent chance that Nadia would actually get with Everett. So when I did do it, it was like a 7% chance, I swear, and it still worked. So Nadia and Everett are now a thing, and they broke up, and Linda is still with Santos, which is she's literally a cock, bro. You just can't deny it at this point. But his bond is Cheriozo. That was a great fox, but he sadly passed away. And Montemer is another bond. But yeah, that's his ex. She hates him because he cheated on her, which I did make happen myself. That wasn't her decision, but it was his decision to cheat on Linda in the first place. So I kind of don't feel bad about it. I think it's also a dick move when you guys are both OG colonists and you still decide to cheat on her after all you've been through. But yeah, apparently his son is in my colony, but, but I've never seen him before. Um, Mom, like, they don't need to hear you, like, 5 times. What are you talking about? But yeah, his granddaughter, Jody Bookfest, is outside of the colony. And yeah, that's basically it. He has a daughter, Oka, who's one of my least favorite children, actually, but whatever. And yeah, I forgot to mention this. He had the first ever child of the colony. First ever. Ethan got Bookfest. So yeah, not much else I need to say about him. He's a great colonist, definitely a main character. Zane, this is the main character, the main focus of the story, by far. As you can see, basically everyone likes him. It's because he is a doctor. As you can see, his stats are buffed. He's incapable of dumb labor, which is the only bad thing. But his laziness kind of relates to me in a way, so it's whatever. He has all that going on for him too. Yeah, I have him wearing this fedora. It's iconic to his character. But yeah, you can see the most kills of anyone. The most human kills belongs to Air. 41. Forgot to mention that. He has the most. Who has the most mechanoid kills? Oh, looks like him and Santos are tied. There might be some others we'll see along the way. I'm not gonna really focus on the stats because that'll take way too long. But yeah, he has a daughter outside of his colony, Everlay Noel, and she had a kid, Elena Noel, who is in our colony right now. Elena was already an established character way before she joined. She was outside of her colony for a while. Either we raided her or she raided us, and that caused her to be. So I'm just remove this. Yeah, that caused her to be in my colony. He had a wonderful wife and Viola staff. But yeah, she passed away. She died to a robot, I'm pretty sure. We'll get to it eventually also. And then Bryn Namtek, that is his current fiance. He has a child with her. Fiona Staffing is his kid. Is she pregnant again? I'll have to double check that, I'm pretty sure. But Bryn is also an OG colonist from my original game save, which I had to abandon because I couldn't even get past the tutorial because I had not enough weapons for my colonist. So when it's like, oh, you have to equip your colonist with a weapon, it doesn't let you move on whatsoever until you do. So there is literally nothing I could do until I figured out how to work the debug menu later on. It was already too late because I started this save instead. There's still a guy named Reed and a guy named Stainton that I have to spawn in from the other game save. But until then, yeah, we're just here. We're just enjoying life. I might spawn them in like right now even, so we'll see. But yeah, this is Jay Goka and Juju Sky Ailwan. They're all mother and father of Viola Staffing, so yeah. I'm just gonna double check real quick just to make sure this audio is working okay. Because I want to make sure it's not true, it's not what it's called. It better not be what it's fucking called. Yeah, Colonist was joking. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna double check real quick to make sure this audio is working okay. Okay, looks like it's working okay. So I can continue. As you can see, if I missed anything, he is by far the most important character. If there's one person who actually I can't even say that. I would probably let every colonist die if it's like a reasonable death, you know. If it's an actual proper death, like he's fucking headshotted by someone or some shit, But I would use the Resurrector mech serum on him. These first three people. Linda, I don't know. Probably, because she's the only woman OG colonist now. And on to Linda. Pretty good stats here. I remember all these animal kills are from like killing a bunch of pigs, so don't get her too hyped up. She's kind though. To be honest, that's an iconic jacket. She's been wearing that for a very long time. The only person who wears actual yellow, maybe Rotor, I guess, does too, but I don't know. She has a bionic heart and social. So it's the same as Santos, basically. And I'll be right back. See, Linda, she was the first person to ever. She was involved in our first ever human kill of the colony. She killed a girl named Gary. And that's Billy's grandchild. But again, we'll get to him, so that's okay. Um, Roscoe insulted Linda apparently, so that sucks. But as you can see here, pretty good stats. She's a great OG colonist, and I am definitely going to avoid letting her die. Supposed to. Yeah, it's all good otherwise though. Rosie, she was our second additional colonist, and I spawned her in myself, so she was never kidnapped or anything, not a prisoner or anything. Unlike Gardoth, who was our first edition, but he sadly passed away, like I said. I haven't mentioned that yet on this stream actually, so it's not like I just said. But Rosie, she's always been. At first, I did not like her actually. I remember at first I did not like her. She did something that pissed me off. And yeah, she has no family members. Her bond is with Loki. She formerly dated Bryn, and I think that was a glitch because when I spawned Bryn in, I think they automatically started dating like, without even interacting with each other once. And then if you check the beds, they never did any love. It's not like I'm fucking looking for that or anything, but you noticed everyone else, and there was never even a indication that she ever did anything with her. So I think that was like a big glitch in the game. I have no idea what happened there. But with Nathan, I think that they actually, yeah, so that's her ex-lover. As you can see, that's her social. I think I forgot to check on the social. Not as much people like her. Well, a lot of people do. No one really hates her except for Vanis. So that's good. But yeah, I spawned Rosie in. First, I didn't like her for whatever reason. I think she went berserk on someone. That's why I didn't like her. Oh yeah, she was arrested. I had to arrest her at one point. So that's why I didn't like her. That was not her time as prisoner. Like I said, when I spawned her in, she was just automatically a colonist. She did not have to. She was not a prisoner to start off the story. So yeah. Overall, I do like her character now. She's definitely had a good development over time. Moles, this guy was the first ever guy to willingly join our colony. He literally joined randomly. It was a random quest. I swear on. So this guy, Moloki Moles Stairheart. And that was Rose the Motive, by the way, but this is Moloki Moles Stairheart. And yes, I did come up with that name myself. I'm very proud of this name, actually. Just the name Moles Roads, I kind of could become iconic if it was actually a thing. So he has chemical fascination. He is high 24/7 because his room is filled with an auto bomb, as you can see. So he's constantly getting hotboxed, and he never gains a tolerance though. He never gains a tolerance to weed. So that's great. But anyways, his stats are also phenomenal. Let's get this out of the way. Look at this. No. Yeah. Um, and yeah, he's just overall, I really love his character. His only son is Swayman Sterhart. He was vat grown, so Moles has yet to find love. He has yet to find love. But his son was created. His son is a hybrid human dirt mole, and dirt mole was a girl named Serovine, who sadly passed away. I forget who she was killed by, but her head was blown clean off. Like that was brutal. But yeah, so we got Swayman Sterhart. I just wanted Moles because I liked him that much. I wanted him to carry on his legacy in some sort of way. So yeah, that's why I did that. Really bad grown though. I'm still trying to make him find love. In fact, I think there's a romance cooldown. I just want to see the options though. Oh, he has no chance anywhere in the world. Not even Teal? Yeah, I don't think this guy will ever find love, to be honest. But I don't get it. I don't get it. He deserves it, but he's just doing his own thing. He's just doing his own story, you know? Nothing wrong with that either. Bowman. Bowman actually has a really interesting backstory. Titus Bowman Shields is his name. He is a wonderful colonist. That thing on his head is to allow him to control more of our mechanoids in our camps. As you can see, we have 3 mechanoids. He controls all of them. Originally, it was Cappleberry who had the mech link installed into him. So this mech link, if you know Rimworld, you know that mech link means you can control robots, and you need a mech link to have robots in your camp because they need an overseer, or else they will go rogue. So yeah, and by the way, I give important characters to me like bionic hearts, so that's just normal. Um, yeah, he's a masochist too. It's a great memory. Great memory. I'm talking too much. You're a bitch, bro. Fuck. And yeah, it says I forced. Bro, why does my voice sound like this now? Oh, I'm talking way too much. So yeah, he has a mech link and a social. I spawned this guy in, and his father, Ethan Longferris, is another OG from the OG save. So I spawned Ethan in, and he just became his father. Like, that's just fucking phenomenal. I love that about this game. I'm totally fine if I add colonists later and they just randomly make up relationships. Because I guess it's not made up then, because they haven't been introduced to the story yet. So it's really cool. But yeah, and then his aunt became Cora Revron because, oh, who was it? I'll check that out later, but yeah, she's connected to him in some way. Oh, she's next anyways. Yeah, I can just think of that. Yeah, his cousin is Dallas Revron, and his other cousin is Annabelle Revron, who is of course her kid. So but yeah, Bowman killed Cappleberry, the original Mechlick installer, and I made him snatch that fucking Mechlick from his brain because Cappleberry went berserk once. Bowman just defended himself. That's that. He defended himself. Not much else you can do if someone's coming at you trying to hurt you as much as they can. I can't really blame Bowman for pulling out the Glock, blowing his brains out, you know. So Cappleberry, you fuck around and you found out, and yeah, that's just how it is. Emerson Canny, great kills by the way. Wow, great kills. But yeah, just because he killed Cappleberry, one of my favorite colonists, I still, like I said, but I can't hold anything against him for it. So, but yeah, he's definitely. Oh, Zane killed his father. Apparently, so he's mad about that. I should go through all this too because that'd be interesting to look at if anyone's interested in the character. Um, but yeah, overall, I honestly did not expect him to become a mainstay part of this colony. But that's awesome. Um, yeah, so this is Rayan, as you can see. That's her brother. Bowman is her nephew. Now her mother-in-law is Mandy Adio. What? What? I don't know with that. I don't know the implications of that. I'm just gonna move on. Um, but yeah, Stacy. She's always been bound to Stacy. That is our original colony pet that can actually, fight people, unlike our boom rats. Her ex-lover is John Canvin. Uh, Canvin is by far the most impactful death in the history of me playing this game. By far. He did not deserve to die like that. But I'm fair. If the death is fair, I'm going to be fair with it. Stop. And yeah, she did date Air at one point, and I don't know why you would ever stop dating him. They dated for like less than 5 days. So yeah, that was interesting. Fan needs to work better, though. Well, I'm gonna place my fan on this chair, though. Oh, good fuck. I'm wasting my time. There. Now it won't be so hot, bro. Alright. So her current husband is Tomas Lerma. Like I said, they've had kids. Dallas and Annabelle. Ryan, I really love her character. She has one bionic eye and a bionic stomach that she came with, by the way. She just came with that. Otherwise, to be honest, this jacket's pretty iconic. For her by now. That great record so far. Yeah. And Ryan, she's definitely an established character. I really do like her a lot. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about her. Cammy, she has lost 2 lovers. She has lost Sean Cappleberry and Lepers Barnett, who was our most recent death. And you can check out his death in the last stream. I timestamped it, or it was one of the first streams. I don't remember. But yeah, she had a daughter, Chandra Cappleberry. I don't know. Okay, so it was obviously Cammy's way too old, you can just tell. So she can't have kids by herself. So Chandra was fat grown, but she still did have a kid with Sean Cappleberry. So I think I can. But yeah, it's crazy how she's lost 2 lovers. But none of them were. Cappleberry didn't like her very much, to be honest. You can still see his bionic eye, that's pretty cool. But Slepper, he did like her. And she gave a waster a chance, bro. She's beautiful on the inside. Because wasters are naturally ugly, apparently, to this game. Yeah. And she did die recently, so she lost all of her social status. Oh, apparently no one likes her. Why? Okay. Anyways, I really did hate her for a long time. I did not like Cammy for the longest time. I forget the reason why. I think her mental state was fucking awful. She had so many mental breaks 24/7. It was just ridiculous at that point. So, she was definitely not important to me for a long time. She doesn't have very much skills, does she? Yeah. I don't know, she's okay now. She's has okay development. I definitely wouldn't want her to die. So, it would be an impactful death on that. Moonshine. He was the first OG save colonist I'm going to break down. So yeah, he was a part of my original game save. I named him everything like I named everyone in here. Except for people, unless I mention otherwise, I have their full name. But yeah, Moonshine. I spawned him in, but he didn't gain any random relationships to any colonists or anything. Likely because, oh wait, he is 652 on the calendar. But yeah, and if you guys don't know what that means, like, Rimworld's weird. Like, you could be sleeping in a vat chamber or something, or sleeping in a crypto sleep chamber to travel through time, or just travel through time in general. Because who knows what the fuck happened in this game. They have bionic hearts and shit that you can install into yourself. So I don't think uh, out over the top technology is that hard to think about here. But yeah, he has a daughter with Cassie, who sadly passed away, and he could have had 3 children by now. He could have had 3, but Cassie, she had 2 miscarriages, and one is when she died. So yeah, and the first one was because she got shot up in the stomach that killed the baby. So it's pretty sad actually. And then he just loses her in the end. And she also rejected his marriage proposal, likely because she's a misandrist, meaning she hates men. But yeah, doesn't look like much people like him as much as others. But he's got the core like main crew, so that's respectable too. Overall, he's teaching Mazda. That's really cool. That's his own kid. That's awesome. And yeah, he's been a great colonist thus far. He did die early on though. I'm not gonna lie, but I gave him one more chance. So Air also died. I forgot to mention like twice in the beginning, and I had to give him another chance just because he's the faction leader. But he won't get another one if it's a fair death. So yeah, there's Sean Moonshine Ash. Nadia M. She has a she's definitely an interesting character by far. Um, oh, if that makes sense. But no, it's funny that Nadia and Everett actually got together because they had their kids before they were even a thing. I made them have kids before they were even a thing. Why? I don't even know. I really don't know. But yeah. Sorry. It's just funny how Santos had an affair and had a whole ass kid with her, and Linda's still with Santos. But yeah, she had twins, Elias and Kuala Lusitun, but as you know, Elias died in like earlier streams. Um, there he is. Why did he turn so dark now? Down. Oh yes, because her mother was not an established character whatsoever. I'm pretty sure she dropped in from a cargo pod, and we had to save her. And she was hostile actually, so we captured her. Um, so that's a really cool character. She has a teardrop tattoo, so that's that's fucking cool. But yeah, she has a daughter with the faction leader of this fucking colony, so she's definitely up there on the main character. She got involved with she became involved with another major character in the story. And she has a mother. She has a very extended family here. So it's very cool to see. As you can see, fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. It is because of the weapon I gave her, though. These charge rifles, especially when they're legendary, undefeated. But Durak has the same thing. And she does not have as much kills. So, yeah. So those are some things I have to deal with. Okay. Um, yeah, that's good for her. She's a very good colonist. Got our first child colonist, and this was early on too, before all these other people were introduced. They are all in order from uh, least to most time spent here. And do you see that jump, by the way? Look at this jump. It goes from like all these years, and then Billy all the way over here. Oh, he's been a colonist for longer, I guess. Um, it could be because I put him in a vat chamber, so that probably changed things. But yeah, he's very good so far. I am a fan of Guy. He's optimist, stuff like that. We already know his family. He's a great character. Just for being our first human child introduced into the colony, he gets some extra points. So yeah. Here's Billy. He spawned in with a gas mask. He attacked our colony with a gas mask, I should say. He was our original oldest colonist. But he came in with a bad back, uh, and he had a heart attack. He survived a heart attack. So I had to give him a bionic heart because I wouldn't let that happen again. Yeah, bionic heart right there, and spine now. But he has the most interesting family of all time. Like I said, that is the first person we ever killed in the colony. That would have been 5 years ago. He wasn't introduced until 2 years ago, as you can see right here. Not introduced to the story at all. And all the studies related to the first person we ever killed in the entire game. It's fucking cool. So I automatically like him because of that, first of all. And then he wifed up Sugar. Yeah, his name is Desmond Billy. So that's confusing. I kind of get confused when I see that sometimes, but at least there is. No. Yeah, Sugar is with him now, so now his stepdaughter is Nadia. He just keeps expanding his family. It's honestly cool to watch. These people never really met them yet, I don't think. But like I said, that's normal. I have met him actually. That's why I got to name him Biofreeze Doctor. So that is apparently his son. He has another son who I shipped off to Goomer. He's a Neanderthal. What I do is I create children sometimes, and I just ship them off to Goomer, just to add more background to characters. It's literally the only reason. And yeah, as you can see, big family. She doesn't like him very much for some reason. I keep forgetting to go through. I missed Tommaso, by the way. Wait, am I tripping? What is wrong with me? I missed all these people. What the fuck is wrong with me? Fuck. Anyways, like, here's Tommaso. Yeah, he's been in our colony for 3 years. As you can see, great kills. I remember one war, he got 5 kills, or 5 or 6 kills in one war. I forget who was against. It might have been against humans, mechanoids, or something. I don't remember. But yeah, this is his iconic hat. I don't know why it's not more blue. Should be more like that. Yeah. But Tommaso made an immediate impact. He's always been an important character. He has always been a great guy, but people don't like him because he has an annoying voice apparently. So it's funny how Brienne chose Tommaso when she was with Canvin and Air. She still chose Tommaso with an annoying voice. I don't get it really, but it's whatever. Billy. Yeah, but like I said, immediate impact. Great name too. I'm glad I named him Tommaso. But yeah, he's a great character. That's about all I gotta say for him. He's fucking phenomenal. Did not mean to do that. Okay. Bryn, yes, OG Colonist. We already went through Rosie's and her relationship. But when I spawned her in, she gained these 2 random parents that are in this world. So that's cool. They're both still alive, so that's something to be happy about. Her mother is 29, and she is 27. So yeah, fiance's name, that's her ex, of course. I shipped off one of her sons. Oh yeah, it's because he grew inside of her. I placed the embryo inside of her. I did that with Laura too, because Laura is not actually her daughter. But yeah, her sister, I killed her. Yep, she was our prisoner, I believe. Mary Joy Nantek. I named her myself. Or did I? I don't know if I did actually. That's unconfirmed. But her nephew is that guy and her grandniece. So a lot of her family's dead. So that's too bad. But they were enemies, so they were our enemies. So I don't really. Why does she hate him? Killed my rival? Why do you hate him? Fuck you mean plus 10? What is your reason for that? I don't get it. There's something here that can say it? Weird. Maybe they're just not really compatible or something. I guess she doesn't really like him that much. It's weird because it's usually Zane is the one who doesn't really like people. Like, look at this. He doesn't really give a fuck about anything aside from his own family. Yeah. But yeah, anyways. Bren is an OG colonist, I guess, from the OG safe. Oh, she is pregnant. Okay, so they will have another kid. Uh, she's been a good character so far. At first, honestly, I didn't really care about her. In the original game save, I thought she was going to be the most bummy character known to man. I introduced her early enough into this story, so she had time to develop. She didn't need time to develop. She made a pretty big impact immediately. So. Nathan Slapjaw, his father is Donald Slapjaw, who was a great colonist, and he joined while Donald was still alive. Nathan is the second person to willingly join our colony. It was after a ritual. We got a bunch of children joining our colony now after rituals, but Nathan was one of the originals to join after one. Um, as you can see, good stats. Good, good overall. A lot of people like him because he is beautiful. He is definitely, he will never be single. His chance with chance with Rosie on the romance scale was 100%. She would fucking hop on so quick, bro. Look at this Hopper 100%. This guy is a fucking player, straight up. Dudorak, Noel, all these are hybrid. I'd say above 30% chance is always a good chance in terms of shooting your shot. So even Cammy, who's like fucking 50, I guess he's 43 though. I didn't know he was that old. Um, but yeah, like phenomenal. And I do want you guys to try for baby, obviously. I want Rosie to have a kid already. But yeah, and we already went through Nadia. Yeah, all these people. And yeah, like I said, wonderful family with Billy. I forgot to tap into his social more actually. Yeah, he had a wife, Sarah Bean Slapjaw. It's funny that he's apparently stunning or something, beautiful, and he decided to date a dirt mole. I made that happen. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I can't confirm. Um, but yeah, now he's with Rosie. I feel like they were a good couple. Honestly, I think at one point they were the best couple. It's sad to see when a good character's lover dies, and the character itself dying is also very sad to see. But he has a stepson that's his stepson, and that's also his daughter. So he has like two kids that he should not be involved with whatsoever in terms of his family. But he is just because I decided to do that in the past. So, and he hated his father, by the way. But yeah, everyone likes him except for Tito. Weird. But yeah, like I said, he's a good character. I really have come to like his character overall. Let's just run through all this real quick, just in case anyone wants to know more about him. That is all of Nathan Slapjaw. Here is Eduardo, our first ever Neanderthal. I recently had to give him a bionic eye. But yes, our first ever Neanderthal. Pretty sure Sarovine was our first ever xenotype in general. Our dirt mole, a dirt mole. Eduardo's a psychopath, first of all, so that already makes him unique. And being a Neanderthal, I love Neanderthals when they have these fucking big ass chins, bro. Just makes them look unique. You can easily tell them apart, and it's just fucking. It makes the character just even better than they should be original. So, Right. Yes, he did defend himself. All right. Uh, go through that. Yes, I forgot to mention this. He did have a son. He was vat grown. He did not have a natural liver. Eduardo, that was not a natural son. Um, but Baron was stupid. I'll be honest. He was stupid. Baron, as a kid, bro, he slept in a freezer and he lost 3 toes because of frostbite. Because he slept in a fucking freezer. He wasn't a baby. He wasn't left there. He was a toddler. He could have easily just slept somewhere else. But yeah. So yeah, and Eduardo was the first one to wear that burqa that Senchi was wearing at one point. Um, yeah, no one really likes him. Literally nobody likes him. Zane's just okay with it, which is good.